today I'm going to demonstrate how to do a single crochet. What we're going to do is start with the yarn, and we're going to make a circle, and then we're just going to place that through. So I'll do that again. Wrap it around my thumb until I've got a circle, and then I just place that through and pull tight. This one is 4.25 millimeters. Just find it easier for beginners. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to learn how to do this. You want to make sure that this is a little bit snug, but not too snug. Now, to hold this, again, you can do this 20 different ways, but the way I was taught is you wrap this around your pinky, and then it's going to go behind your pointer. So again, wrap it around your pinky, and then it goes behind your pointer. And now I'm going to hold this part right here where the knot is with my middle finger and my thumb. So we're going to make a chain is how you start. So all you're going to do is grab the yarn and pull that straight through. Now this is considered, this right here, this is your tension. If you have this extremely tight, you are going to have a very difficult time trying to get these through. But also, if you notice how loose it is right now, if I try to get that through, I'm also having a little bit of a difficult time. So tension is key. Everyone has different tension, so if yours is a little bit tighter than maybe your friend's, that's okay. Just get used to whatever is comfortable for you. So I'm just going to continue to make a chain here. We're just going to hook and pull it through. Hook and pull it through. So now I have a chain of 15, and this is what you want it to look like. Let me see if I can zoom it in here. Now, as a beginner, don't worry if yours is messy or if your loops are different sizes, because you're just going to want to practice for a little while. It almost might be a good idea to just do a chain for a while, over and over and over, until you get the feel for it. I'm going to take this, I'm going to skip the first one and go into the second one. So I'm just going to place the hook through there. You can see it's through the first loop. Now I'm going to hug this and pull it right through. So now you have two on here. And then you're simply just going to tug this one and pull that straight through. So I'll show you that again. So now you can see, if you go into the next one, you can see there's kind of, it can be a little difficult, but there's a little hole right here. You're just going to put the hook through there. So now it comes through the other side. And you can kind of see, if I get really close, do you see how I accidentally grabbed another one from the other side? That happens all the time. It's not a big deal. You can just take that out, and we're going to do it again. Okay, so now we're going to go through this second hole. We're going to go through, we're going to grab this from this side, and we're going to pull it straight through. So again, you should have two. Now we're going to pull this straight through both. So we're going to go through this next hole, and then we're going to hook it and pull that straight through. Now we've got two, so we'll pull that straight. Okay, one more time. So we're going to go through the next available spot here until it goes through the other side. Now we're just going to hook it, and we're going to pull that through. So now we should have two, and loop that. So go ahead and just do that until you're done, and then I'll show you how to flip it around to the other side. Now that we have the 15 done, we're going to get ready to do the next row. Here you can see I'm at the very end of this row. I need to make one extra here on, so it feeds up. The reason for that is now we're going to flip over our work, and you can kind of see that this is actually going to be the first stitch in this row. So you always want to flip your work, and then you want to work from right to left. So now we're just simply going to do the same process. I do find it easier on the second row because now you have something to actually hold on to. It can be a little bit more difficult though to find out where to go. As you can see in this first one, let me get really close here. We're actually going to go right here, which is almost pretty much at the base of that first stitch. So we're going to go in there, which it comes through the other side, and then you're simply just going to grab this and pull that through. So we have two again, and now hook it and pull that through. So now we're going to go into the next one, which will be a little easier right here. We're going to push that straight through. And then we're going to hook it from behind and pull that straight through until we have two again. Now we're going to hook those. So you can see you're starting to get a little bit higher here. So we're going to put that straight through the next hole and pull it through. See, now I'm stuck on something, so don't feel bad if you guys are doing that, if you're getting stuck on things. Because I've been doing this for a while and it still happens to me all the time. So we're going to put that through the next hole, hook it from behind, pull that through, and then pull straight. Now, one reason why it could possibly be getting stuck is because your tension is too tight. I know if you're watching this, you're most likely a beginner, but my tension is considered very tight. Usually you can see holes and spaces through this, so if that's what yours looks like, then don't feel like you're doing it wrong. Now I finished the second row. One thing I struggled with when I was a beginner is I couldn't tell if I was at the last row or not. Sometimes these will be a tiny bit uneven, like this one sticks out just a little bit more, kind of dips down. You could actually end up putting extra rows in, so you might have to count after you're done each row just to make sure you've done it correctly. So now that we're at the end of this row again, let me grab my for tension. We're going to put in one extra, and then I'm going to rotate it. So now we're going to do the same thing. You're going to go right into the base. Let me see if you can see that. Right into the base of this till it goes through the back, and then we're going to pull it through. So now we have two, and then we're going to pull this through. So we are going to go into the next hole, pull that through. See, again, I'm stuck on something. So you're going to go ahead and just proceed and just keep doing the same thing over and over and over. Once you get to the length of either a scarf or a pot holder or whatever you're making, you'll just keep going until you have it to the size that you want it. And then you'll want to use this end piece here and just take a needle and thread that through the bottom. And there you have a single crochet stitch.